Hi everyone. Well, I didn't really have a plan for making a video today, so I don't know. I thought I might maybe do a run over to Canadian Tire. Of course, I'm in Canada. That's Canadian Tire. And well, it's kind of like a gloomy day, and I was thinking maybe I'll go. And my daughter, she started playing some basketball recently, so thought I'd go and pick her up a basketball so she can practice, you know, at home. So yeah, come along for a car drive and maybe I can figure out something to talk about and go from there. Let's get the house locked up here. Alright, let's move along. Yeah, it's a rainy day, that's for sure. All right, get this camera set up here. I don't know what kind of view you want. Maybe maybe you can sit like this, get a little bit of outside view. Yeah, see what happens. Get the beast started. There we go. I was waving to my neighbor. Yeah. Well, hopefully that thing's gonna sit in place. All right, let's roll. Might have to hold it once in a while. This is my first kind of video I did, and I'm doing in the car, so hopefully I won't crash or anything. Probably can't see out the side window too well, but once I get going, that'll clear off. All right, we're on our way. So anyways, oh, there goes a squirrel. I don't know what the... So a squirrel just went across the road. Black one. He looked weird. I couldn't figure out at first, but he doesn't have a tail. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so anyways, so here we are. As I said, I live in Canada, Southern Ontario. Oh, not really too far from one of the Great Lakes, Lake Ontario. Well, when I say not too far, probably about a 30-minute drive directly south from me. So yeah, we're fairly close. And the city, it's kind of like a smaller city. It's about, I don't know, 50,000 people. So you can basically get everywhere, or not everywhere, but pretty much anywhere. I live a little bit on the edge of the city, but I can get anywhere to the farthest point, you know, in 10 minutes, basically. Sometimes 15, it depends on traffic. But yeah, so I don't know, don't really have any big topics of discussion. Just sort of, you know, it's one of those days, it's kind of raining out, or it's gloomy, and so I thought, well, I'd rather be at home doing things, maybe outside or whatnot, but yeah, perfect day to run to the store and get a basketball. So as I said, it's for my daughter, so I looked online and saw a nice pink one there. So ladies size, so says they have them in stock. Guess we'll find out. So I'm just to the left of me, that's I don't know if you can see, it's all trains there. Unfortunately, I live fairly close to CN rail lines, but they don't honk at our intersection anymore, so many years though it was crazy, non-stop honking and stuff, and yeah, a lot of goofy things went on to get them to stop that. But anyways, so yeah, I'm kind of like on the edge of the town here, and yeah, it's kind of like a, as I'm coming in here, this is more like an industrial, sort of industrial area. Got a few different distribution centers. Let's see, oh, I missed it, but back, we already passed it, I think, yeah. Kellogg's, they have a factory just over to the right in this area. So that's where all your cereal's coming from, FYI. Here's the trains again, more. Anyways, I'm gonna put my camera down here. I'm getting into town. Yeah, cops, well, cops, police, whatever. Yeah, they don't seem to like it if you're doing anything other than driving these days. All right, get rolling here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my heater on a bit. I didn't want to. It's gonna cause noise. Maybe for a sec. It's on low. But yeah, it's kind of grubby in this area. I mean, where I live is nice. I'm away from all this stuff, but yeah, it's kind of like a, I don't know. It's all the big trucks come down here going to warehouses in the opposite direction that I'm driving. Sort of, that's how you get back into that industrial area. So these guys get big trucks coming down here all the time. So that's probably joyous. And here's the Via station. If you ever take a train, you can actually take one right to this town here, or city. What else do we have around here? Oh, car wash. Probably not, doesn't look too busy today. I don't know why. All right. Okie dokie. Check left, right. You always have to give her once in a while just for fun. Anyway, I'll get into the other lane here. Oh, and to the left here is actually a big, they've been working on this a lot. It's all finished now, but it's pretty much like there's a small hydro dam back there. It's all sort of like a reservoir. It's kind of a major river that runs through the city here. Oh, to the right, here's our sportplex, you know, swimming, hockey, exercise. Quite a popular place. I know the city spent a lot of money on it, but you know, it does draw a lot of teams and stuff in, so I think it helps, overall helps the service industry. So, you know, not always a bad thing to spend public funds on things like that. All right, traffic's starting to pick up a little bit, but this is, for me, this is like heavy traffic. This is about more than I can handle. All right, let's get past this here. And there's a little shot of the river there. It looks very nice here in the summer. Still no buds on the trees yet. It's late March here, coming up to the end of the month, so actually didn't mean to do that. Well, you know, in Canada, generally speaking, I just find that we don't have a lot of options for stores. They're always, you know, it's the big box stores, the Walmart, Lowe's, we have those, Home Depot, you know, and Canadian Tire. I don't know what's comparable in the States to that, but, you know, it's a very sort of mixed, everything from gardening stuff to sports equipment, so they have the best prices really for when it comes to that stuff usually. There is a Sport Check. I was going to go there for this basketball, but I don't know, the prices seem to be a lot higher. So here we go, we'll get into the good old Canadian Tire. And woo! Shouldn't be too busy yet. It's early, it's only 9:30. But yeah, I mean, they do, it's kind of like a all-purpose kind of store. They don't sell any food items or anything like that, but, you know, automotive, stuff like that, car repairs. I wouldn't bring my car here to be repaired, to tell you the truth. I have a hard time even trusting them to put tires on a vehicle because they don't understand how to tighten tires. They always have some kids in there and they just use a torque wrench, great big one, and they just jam them on full power. And then your wheels end up falling off. I know so many people around here, their tires fall off their cars. And I've never experienced that in my life, and, you know, before, and every time it's like, well, who put the tires on and stuff? Oh, Canadian Tire. Sorry, Canadian Tire. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the store. They don't appreciate me, or anyone, videoing in their store, so we'll leave it at that, okay? Okay, I made it back home. I saved you the joy of listening to me driving back, so, but anyways, I made it. This is the ball I was looking for. It's a girly type ball, I guess, for basketball. I think she'll like it a lot. Just have to fill it up and whatnot. But you know what? I think I might do a video about purchasing a basketball. I know it sounds lame, but you know, depending on age and what it's used for, there's actually a few things to consider, and you know, how to properly inflate it. There's two different methods actually. So there you have it. Maybe I'll put that video together when I get some more light in here. It's so gloomy out today. Anyway, thanks for coming along with the ride and picking up this basketball with me. Have a great day. Oh, P.S. You know, I just had to clarify something here. You know, I was kind of bashing Canadian Tire, and I really shouldn't. I don't have any stake in it, but if you say you are visiting Canada, if you're from the States or wherever, and for Canadians in general, if something does happen to your vehicle and you need a repair, it's probably, although I might have some issues with them, what I can tell you is that since it's a big store all throughout Canada, you know, they're going to conduct the repair to the standards basically, and you know, their pricing system is fair, I believe. You know, you're not going to run into someone trying to take advantage of you normally. I don't think that really happens with Canadian Tire, because you don't even really talk to a mechanic. You talk to a front desk person that just, you know, you tell them, you know, what the issue is, or, you know, if you know what it is. Otherwise they'll figure it out, and they'll come back to you and tell you what the repair is, how much it's going to cost, and usually there's no surprise. So I would definitely recommend them for, you know, a traveler or really, you know, an average Canadian person that doesn't really know a lot about vehicles and maybe doesn't want to spend the time, you know, calling around and getting pricing for whatever repair is. You know, they're going to be fair to you. So And plus, if it's not fixed properly, you're not going to run into a big hassle going back. So there's a positive side to Canadian Tire. So I shouldn't have bashed them so bad about that. But anyway, take care.